What's cracking, everybody? Zara Felrose here, bringing you some Pokemon Go Battle League content. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the upcoming Fashion Week event, beginning for us on September 27th. That's a Tuesday at 10 a.m. local time, going until Monday, October 3rd at 8 p.m. local time. There's going to be a couple of Pokemon debuting in this event, the first of which is going to be Toxapex. Toxapex is going to be extremely PvP relevant, so make sure that you are grabbing as many as you can for those candies and to try and get a high PvP rank with Toxapex after evolving your Marini. Marini is going to be the wild spawn, by the way. Costume Pokemon will be debuting as well. We're going to get Diglett and Dugtrio with those fancy hats, Absol with sunglasses, and Toxicroak is going to be wearing a fashionable costume. So he's got his little horn is going through the hat. That's so cool. So which that also means that we should also be able to evolve our Toxicroaks for our Croagunks from last year. So if you happen to hang on to one, good for you. You could probably evolve it. Timed Research is going to be giving us the three Pokemon in the costumes in some timed research here. We'll be getting some Ghost Snapshot encounters, probably with some of the costume Pokemon yet again. We have wild counters. We're going to have Butterfree wearing a costume. We have Murkrow, Glameow, Croagunk, Blitzel, Gothita, female Frillish, Furfrou, and Marini. If you're lucky, you might encounter Diglett, Kirlia, or Absol wearing their fashionable costumes, as you will. The raid pool has more fashionable Pokemon. We're going to have Diglett, Shinx, and Croagunk in costume. Scraggy's going to be there as well because he's fashionable, I guess. And Furfrou is going to be in raids. And if I'm not mistaken, Furfrou was... Okay, Furfrou was in... Okay, I was going to say, Furfrou's raid lock, that's so weird. You can get shiny Furfrou if you're after it, by the way. 3-star raids, we're going to have Butterfree, Kirlia, Absol, and Marini. And in 5-star raids, Yveltal returns once again, and this time it's shiny eligible. And in the Mega raids, we're going to have Mega Lopunny in the rotation. Soccer Mom Extraordinaire. The egg pool is going to have Diglett, Smoochum, Shinx, and Croagunk with costumes. The field research test will have Eevee, Murkrow, Skitty, Glameow, Croagunk, Blitzel, Furfrou, and Marini. Some with costumes, some shiny. And we're going to have a new wave of avatar items in the shop. Whoopie-doo, how spectacular. Let's talk about wild spawns, because that's probably the bread and butter of everything. So there's only a few things here that are really PvP relevant from this event. Everything else is kind of just fashion, collection, or just kind of cool, I guess. But the three PvP Pokemon that you're going to be looking out for is going to be Marini, which is you're going to get his max attack, or max defense and HP and low attack for that one. And then Toxicroak from Croagunk and Frillish as well. Those are going to be very, very relevant. If you don't have them already, this would be a great chance to grind XL candy. And just for what it's worth, we can actually get the rank 1 Toxapex at level 40 for Great League, so you don't even need to XL it, which is really nice. Talking about raids, there's only two things in the raid pool that I'm really interested in looking at here, and that'd be Scraggy and Yveltal. If you don't have a Yveltal from the last 1 or 2 times it's been in raids, this would be a great time to go get those XL candies and try and farm up different Yveltals to get the good IVs. Scraggy specifically is... These are like discount IVs, right? If you go for raids IVs, they're typically discounted. It's not the true rank 1, but if you're going to be doing Scraggy raids, maybe you want those XL candies, these are going to be the best raid IVs for the individual leagues to look for. But honestly, let's just talk about Toxapex for a minute. Toxapex is going to be one of the biggest menaces in the Great League. Up until recently, it had Muddy Water rather than Brine, so it's kind of a nice thing that they changed it, because Muddy Water, if you don't know, has a chance to lower the opponent's Pokemon's attack stat by 1 stage. So you can imagine with something as bulky as Toxapex, look at this, it's got a gigantic defense stat. It's got like Azumarill level bulk. It's a poison water typing. It's very great defensive typing. This thing is going to shred for like a week. It's going to be like a Rakuten. It's going to be really, really good. And then it's going to be like, no one's going to use it. But this thing is super consistent. It's got Poison Jab, which is really solid damage. It's got Sludge Wave for a nuke. It also has access to Gunk Shot, but Brine is its only water type attack. So it's got some play. But let's take a look at some of the things it wins, right? It's got a 25 to 14 win-loss rate. So it wins way more than it loses. It's really only losing to the steals, the grounds, and the ghosts. And even then, not even all the ghosts, right? But for the most part, you're going to see basically, like Diggersby, Swampert, G-Fisk, Registeel, Cofagrigus. So basically those 3 types are going to be the things that really beat Toxapex because of the typing. Lantern can overcome it with the electrical type attacks. Toxicroak with those mud bombs probably is what does this one in. Cresselia with the bulk and grass knots. And even then, Cresselia is actually a loss for this thing, just narrowly, apparently. But after this, the entire list just starts going, and the things that it beats. Cresselia, Altaria, Drapion, Walrein, Lantern with the water gun, Umbreon, Mandibuzz. Like, the list of this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Where's Azumarill on this list? Is it even on? Oh, it's on the very bottom of the list. That's the one thing it beats the absolute hardest. So, long story short, Toxapex is going to be very meta relevant, so make sure that you're out there grinding for it. Get the candies for it. Probably would want to max out about 350 candies to be able to fully build one of these things all the way up from, level 1 to level 40. So there you have it. I mean, this thing isn't going to be used in Ultra League because its CP really just doesn't get that high, so that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.